Dive inside and find your mind.
Hey, and we're back. Welcome to an all-new episode of Blindfold Chess. I'm Blindgasm, and we're going to play a 30 plus 20 game of chess. I can't see the pieces, and I use voice input to make my moves. I got this silly little avatar that syncs up with my voice and some of my facial movements, so without further ado, let's jump in. Okay, we have a game. Let's try to play in English. C4. Confirm. Okay, the clocks are working and we are off to the races. Knight C3. Confirm. Okay. So my opponent has played this, knight f6. I've played this, and knight c3. G3. Confirm. So when the knight and bishop are here, you have to watch out for this sort of stuff. So I think I can play bishop g2 right now. Bishop g2. Confirm. Then I'm probably going to have to play e3. Okay, so my opponent castled already. Now it makes sense to play knight f3 here to attack the e5 pawn. The knight's here. So if I play knight f3 and they push, I'll be able to go here, attack this pawn twice. Do I stick with my normal setup? I think I'm gonna just play it a little more less sharp. I'm gonna play knight e2. Knight e2. Cancel. Knight e2. Cancel. Well, there's a pawn there. Yeah, so that's why it takes some time. Okay. Knight f3. Confirm. All right. Now I could play an immediate. Let's play. Let's play e3. Then I'm going to castle, I think. Okay, we castled. Okay, I kind of want to play d4 right now. d4. Confirm. He takes d4. Confirm. So I got two nice pawns here. Attacking the bishop. Okay. So I have a knight, bishop, and a knight here. My other bishops is here. Opponent has a bishop here, knight here. This knight still hasn't been developed, and this bishop still hasn't been developed. My pawn structure looks like this. So I think I'm going to play h3 here. Can't I trap this bishop, though? I think a3 would threaten this. Let's play a3. a3. Confirm. Okay, I think I've trapped the bishop. So I have pawns here. Now if I do push it, I'm protected twice. So yeah, I'm going to push c5. c5. Confirm. Oh, I didn't realize the pawn was there. Why did I not realize the pawn was there? Wow, I don't remember him pushing that. D takes c5. Confirm. Yeah. Rook takes d1. Confirm. Huh. Don't remember that. B4. Confirm. This knight is undefended now. Bishop B2. Confirm. I have a knight here, bishop here, knight here, bishop here. No pawns in the center for either of us. This is my pawn structure. Gave away my pawns, so this is my opponent's pawn structure. My opponent's got a minor piece here, 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 and here. And I have here, 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 here. I have a rook here. He has a rook there and a rook here. So I feel this bishop is a monster. I think I should go after it. Knight A4. Knight A4. Confirm. Oh, no. I didn't even think about that. Oh, I can get two pieces. So knight takes b6. It attacks the rook at the same time. Confirm. Now I'll play... This is my pawn structure. I have a bishop guarding this. So I'll play rook. Rook d2. 2. It's getting hard to keep track of. This opponent's pretty good. Okay. So we have a laser bishop. We have my bishop, my knight, my... Whoa, I didn't mean to do that. We have a rook there, a rook here. My opponent has a knight here, rook here, a rook here, knight here. Wait. Forgetting a minor piece. I just took a bishop. Oh, I don't have a knight here. Okay. Now I could take and expose his king. Pawn structure looks like this. I don't know if I want to do that, but I could go after the pawn. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to keep my bishop there. How do I untangle my rook? I think I have to play this, and if he takes, then I can take with the knight, and then I can reposition the knight to this square. Yeah, it's pretty tough. He's going to infiltrate on my second rank if I don't figure a way to untangle. This light square bishop is a monster. I'll play rook c1 maybe. Rook c1. Confirm. Dicey. It's not looking good. Okay, my knight went there. Yeah, I should have took that fucking knight. Now my rook is under attack. This gives me a chance to move my rook over here and down, though. Rook e2. Confirm. Rook e1. 2. now my rooks are connected. But he's got a knight here and a bishop here. And a knight here, rook here, rook here. Rooks here, bishop, knight, bishop for me. You can't really go many places. Kind of thinking about playing knight. He went back. So now the rooks are staring at each other. This knight might be super annoying. I could go here, which would threaten. He takes. I take. I'm going to play knight d4. Knight d4. Confirm. Rook e1. Confirm. I just lost the a3 pawn, I realized. Bishop d4. Confirm. A3 pawn's hanging now. But now, can't I play... Okay. My opponent has minor pieces here. And I have minor pieces here. My rook is here. Their rook is there, attacking my bishop right now. I could take and double pawns. Now, I don't know if that's a good strategic decision. No, I don't have a knight. We traded knights. Okay, so I went knight d4, he took. So these are off the board. So I have a dark square bishop and a light square bishop. He has a knight, so... Now, pawn structure. If I go here, he's... It kind of protects my second rank. I have to come up with a plan, and I really have to use the bathroom. But I can invade his second rank as well. But I have to watch out for back rank mates. His bishop on b5 is a killer. But right now, I'm also eyeing up his b2 pawn. So I think bishop takes f6, g takes f6, bishop takes b7, but then he traps my bishop with c6. And I can't get it out. So that's a bad plan. I think if I go bishop e3, he's gonna play. He can't play knight e4 anymore. Okay. If I play bishop c3, he might play rook d3. Bishop takes f6. No. Bishop c3, rook d3, rook e8, check. King. I got nothing there. So, yeah, this sucks. I think I need to play bishop e3, but then then bishop c6 is coming. And then I might play h3. Bishop e3. Confirm. Now, if he plays rook, so I have a minor piece here and a rook here, and I have minor pieces here, the two bishops. This is the pawn structure. They have a bishop and a knight and a rook. Why didn't they play this, attacking my pawn? I don't understand. But I can play bishop c1. I think this is the time to play h3. h3. Confirm. Gives my king some love. And I'll play bishop c1 if I have to. Okay. Definitely losing. That whole giving a pawn away with the c5 push was terrible. For some reason, I didn't realize they pushed d6. He attacked it that way. Why? Bishop c1. Confirm. the knight, the bishop, and I have the bishop and the bishop. I'm not gonna lie, it's getting hard. I'm tired and I'm losing track of where everything is. Oh well. Losing track. Yeah, so now it would be a poor decision to go here because it would allow the rook here. So we have a rook here. This is their pawn structure. We have a bishop here, knight here. And this is my pawn structure. Bishop here, my rook is here. That knight is annoying. Okay. Oh, sorry, this is my pawn structure, which is nice. I've given myself some luft. Now, what if I went here, just hypothetically? They go there. Then I take, check, here, check. Here. Then I have time to go here, attacking b7. He can defend it with bishop a6. I don't think any of that makes... Oh, okay. Bishop b2, rook d2, bishop takes f6, g takes f6, rook e8 check, king h7, bishop e4 check, king g7 only move, rook e7, bishop a7, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I could initiate a rook trade. He's probably going to go knight d... Let's go bishop f3. Bishop f3. Confirm. We gotta try to trade rooks, simplify. Can't have his rook crashing down. Okay, so... Ooh. Now I have the check with this. No, I don't, because his knight's there. God damn it. No, I don't have the check. Because the knight's there. Okay, my bishop is protecting this pawn, so I'm not worried about that. Let's just protect the bishop. King g2. King g2. Could initiate a bishop trade. Confirm. The minute that knight moves, I could win a rook. Hope he moves the knight. And he's giving his king some breathing room, so this is his pawn structure. He wants to move the knight. Ooh, but what if I go there now, threatening the knight that's undefended? He moves the knight. Now this check comes with king having to go here, and then it's mate. Let's go bishop b2. Confirm. But now the knight is pinned. I don't mind a pinned knight. So the rook is here. Should we try to trade rooks? Ooh, I don't know what to do here. The knight is pinned, so I could play this, but then he could just pin my bishop. My king. He could also play rook d2. So I think I gotta watch out for this bishop that's here. Can't I go here? You know, I shouldn't have played bishop b2. No, because he could have always defended his bishop. Yeah, that doesn't work. It doesn't work. Okay. Maybe rook d1. Rook d1. Confirm. Rook d2. Confirm. He's kind of trapping his rook. Yeah. This is a threat. Unless he finds pinning my bishop to my king. Bishop d1 is going to trap his rook. Bishop d1. Confirm. Now he's probably going to check me, and I'll go king h2. Oh, I didn't see that. Okay, I'm forcing... His knight is still pinned, so rook takes d3. Confirm. Bishop takes. Should I just take? This is the pawn structure, I believe. Now. Oh, yeah, I can't just take on h5. That'll give up a bishop, will it not? Yeah, I can't do that. Okay, so my pawns are on dark squares except for this one. So I'm styling. I think I don't have to worry about the knight right now. We have this for a pawn structure. So I'm going to go back to f3. Bishop f3. Confirm. Now he's probably going to move his king, and I'll know, then I can take the knight. He has to play g5 though, because he has to move his king to protect the knight. And then I can take and win my pawn back on h5. Or I could just take on h5 and keep the pin. He might try g5. Yeah, okay. So this is my pawn structure. This is his pawn structure, but now he just pushed this. So now my bishop is eyeing up this pawn. He wants to make a passed pawn. And he's gonna. But I have a bishop. So I'm not too worried. I'm not gonna take. I think it's time to get my king closer to the action. But I can't really do that with my bishop in front. If I take there that nothing pawn, he's going to play g5. So I want to get my king into the mix more, but I can't. Should I take the pawn? Let's play h4. h4. Confirm. He takes b4. Confirm. He protected it. That's cool. Okay, so my pawn structure looks like this. I have a bishop here and a bishop here. He's got a knight here and a bishop here. And now I need to get my king out of here somehow. So I think I'm going to play bishop d1 and snake my king out via g. Bishop d1. Confirm. This is his. He really wants to get his knight, but he can't. So I'm going to go king f3. King f3. Confirm. Oh no, I blocked my bishop. He's helping me. King e3. Confirm. Now I'm threatening to take the knight and take the bishop. He's got to move the bishop. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. So we have a pawn here and a pawn here, pawn here, pawns here, and a pawn here. Oh, sorry. I'm just going to keep moving my king closer to the center. King d4. King d4. No. I cannot cross that. Bishop e2. No. Okay, I'm going to stop using voice control. Maybe we'll get a draw. I'd take a draw right now. My brain is fried. Yeah, he really wants to bait me. This is the pawn structure. I think we're going to take it. Wait. This was the pawn structure, and he pushed this and took. So yeah, this... I played h4 so that I could take a g5 push. So if he pushes g5, I'm going to take the knight. My brain hurts. I've lost track. My king is here. Okay, so there's a pawn here and a pawn here. My bishops are here. His bishop is here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Can't I win a piece? Takes, takes, takes. Right? Crap, where did he put his bishop? He had to have put his bishop there, right? Yeah, he did. So I can win the bishop. Okay, I have a bishop here. My king is here. So he's got pawns here. Yeah, so now his pawns look like this. I'm in check. Okay. Kings are here. Pawns are here. And pawns are here. And I have pawns here. Oh. Okay. I can win this. I'm feeling an adrenaline jump now. Dump. Adrenaline dump. Okay. There's pawns here, so yeah, I think we'll take this one. Because my cuts off the king. And we'll just go back. These are my pawns, and my king is here. Take this one. We'll go here. We'll promote to a rook. My king is here. So I have pawns here still. So now we got the king cornered. We'll just go here and here. And king is going to be here. I'm here with a rook here. That should be mate. Nice. What a game. Let's take a look at the analysis. 77 move blindfold game. Woo. I was losing at one point. 96% accuracy, though. One mistake. Yeah, I was in trouble there. We're going to look through where I think I was in trouble. But... ooh, that was a little nerve-wracking. I didn't think I was going to win that. So obviously, I missed the pawn being on d6 for whatever reason. So this was clearly where the valuation started to drop. And it was somewhere around here that I started worrying about black infiltrating on the second rank. And I wanted to unravel. And I figured that having the bishop pair was important, so knight a4. And then I'm lucky I blundered this fork, but I had a resource out. I was going to take his rook. So knight takes bishop, he takes rook, I take rook, and then I have a way out with nabbing the pawn on c7 even. So, and it was around here. This was where I was worried that black just has to play this. And where am I going with this rook? Nowhere. The rook is trapped. So I have to trade. And then, you know, the only thing protecting this is this, and it gets super dicey. And this comes in, and I don't know. So it was around this point that I was like, crap, I'm definitely losing. And when he went here, this allowed me to connect my rooks and get them on dark squares, which I love. Computer doesn't like that. I realized I hung my a3 pawn. And then he gave me an opportunity to save it. And then I really liked this idea. Now he pinned himself. For the rest of the game, that became an issue. Now, I didn't want to take on b2 because this g5 idea, I didn't want to let his king out. And I figured, okay, I'm going to play h4 first, which the computer probably doesn't mind. Let's see what the computer thinks. Wow, h4 was the top recommended computer move. Taking... yeah, the computer is not concerned with taking on b7. I didn't want to undouble his pawns either, so I played h4, he took. See, g5, I thought he might try to get out, and then I'd win another pawn. And I didn't want to take my bishop off of this diagonal. But then I realized that I blocked the diagonal. But I have, if he plays g4, I have time to maybe play this, but then he could go back. So let's say, yeah, but now I just take and pile up on the pin. That was the whole reason of h4. So never mind. Yeah. Now, the tactic of winning the bishop's there, so he recognizes that. And then misses it right here. Offered a draw. I don't know if you saw that. Right here, after he pitched this, and I was thinking... oh, actually, I took. My opponent moved here and offered a draw. No, it was here. He pushed this and offered a draw. And I didn't feel it was draw worthy yet. And then here, he blundered. Take, take, take. And it's just winning endgame. Oh, I could have took on B5. Didn't even see it. I'm pretty happy with that for a blindfold game. Well, yeah, it's pretty crazy. And my opponent, hats off to them, put up a pretty good fight. Rated 1346 in classical. Interesting. Well, I'm going to get out of here until next time. Cheers.